This is Ryan Getzlaf. You're listening to Missin Curfew.
What's Missin Curfew? It's when you kind of play guilty, but you show up.
How nice is a green light on the road, though? No practice tomorrow, no plane, just go.
Scotty Upshaw in the clear, and he scores! Right in front, scores!
A few laughs, a little bit of fun, and obviously a lot of hockey talk.
You're listening to Missin Curfew.
Fellas, coming to you from Hall Pass Media in Newport Beach, this is Missin Curfew. And before the boys start snapping around, let's not forget this show is always presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Oh, the Up Dog and our boy Richie fellas. How we doing, Up Dog?
Ooh.
Thanks for the fucking Team Canada jacket, buddy.
What can we say about this? These things are sick.
This patch is nasty.
The patch is nasty. Shout out to October's very own for the swag bag that they just sent us. We did a little opening this morning. Ty Gretzky, you're a legend. I know he's helped out with these guys. Gretz has done a great job with a collab. And by the way, if you haven't checked them out, they got a great Buffalo. Maybe this is why the Buffalo Sabres are so hot. They got a great collab with the Sabres. They're doing great things. But the one thing I looked at this, Obes, although it looks like the Spengler Cup, you feel like you're in the Olympics.
That is the Spengler Cup, Rich.
That's what we're looking for. That's the Spangy. Like, how hard are you, Uppy? I know, but you guys know how much I love the Spangy. But, you know, we have a great episode today with a great guest who's part of the men's Olympic team. So,
big part of it.
What better fit than to rock a little OVO, baby? Let's go.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Richie, old school Drizzy. When we were in the NHL, snapping around, and he was fucking God's Plan and fucking all these other ones he was coming out with. Drizzy was getting pumped in every NHL dressing room and every club in Hollywood. I can vouch for that too, Rich.
Yes, I've never seen him in concert. Heard it's great, but I used to pump him all the time back in the day, and I loved it. Well, let me ask you, what year is that logo from? Like, is that from the 70s?
Well, dude, it's as vintage as it can get, but this has got to be Canada Cup, no? Is this?
That's what I was thinking, Canada Cup. So what year is that? Is that 80?
Canada Cup, though, was the one that was
the Rory Murphy decoy, huh?
These are like old school World Juniors when they wore the blue pants.
Was it? Okay.
You remember when they wore
draws?
Oh, yeah.
There's exactly. Lindy.
Starter, too?
Yeah, this is starter. I mean, dude, they're so sick. Look at this. Lightweight since 1971. OG. I mean, that's when starters started, 1971.
Yeah, man.
Remember the jackets, the puffers with the pouch?
I always tell Flowers this. I had a Dallas Cowboys starter jacket that I used to rock to old St. Anthony's Secondary School there in Port Hope. Rich, anyone looking for one? I had the fucking Stilling. Who wants one? Who wants one, boys?
Well, I think who wore mine? I think who wore mine at the Buffalo Bills game. I had the Bills one.
Oh, fucking Ice Pick threw on.
Ice Pick wore it, yeah.
Yeah, they're the best, dudes. And then, hey, one other thing that they sent, which is super cool now, because I'm getting in the card game for my little guy Beckham, is they sent these, there's a 7-pack of Canadian legend cards coming out. Look at these. I got Patty Waugh, Mark Messier, Ray Bourque, what a legend, Joe Sakic, and the great one, Gretzky.
Good squad.
And then the hitter card pack, little black Patty Waugh. Oh, that's the hitter card, the black Patty.
Yeah.
Blackface Patty Waugh?
And no, it's just
show him on the camera.
Yeah, it's just the 94. You see, okay. Look at this puffy.
Okay,
look at the hair on him. He's a waistcoat. He just had the mullet going with the part and the legend.
He's a beauty, man. What he's doing in Long Island right now is like all the social media content coming out of him, like talking to the boys pre and post game, and it's just like this guy's. There's a reason why he's a winner.
33.
Yeah,
no one ever rocked 33 as good as him.
No. I got the symbol here, boys. Fucking talk about vintage. Let's go back to the 1988 Canada national team. That is the logo I'm seeing here.
Nice.
1988.
1988.
Well, you know, we kicked ass when we wore these tarps.
Yeah, but look at this one. This one's my favorite.
Yeah, that's Canada Cup.
That's the one we should just wear always.
Still, at least as the third jersey all the time, right? Switch it up to 1 and 2s, home and whites, but the third, got to get that.
Got to.
I mean, I wonder what a Gretzky Canada Cup like jersey would be going for.
Gretzky will probably give you one.
Into all these things, right? Yeah, I got to collect some stuff for my little guy. Hey, bring him back. He lives in Newport Beach, but I want him to have this the Heritage Edmonton.
I'll tell you what you do. When he gets a little bit older, you send him up there for a little hockey camp in January. Say, hey, Beckham, you're going to stay with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a couple weeks. Keep your fucking head up and stick down. Those boys up there are crazy bastards, but See how he handles that when he comes back.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right. Toughen him up. Gets hair on his balls, boys.
I was thinking about your
That's
kid.
funny.
I was thinking about your kid. Shout out to our boy Tom Doherty. He told me the story one time about his son T-Flow. They went out for lunch one day, and he's like, "Yeah, put that on number 1745." He thought it was like Big Canyon. His dad's like, "God, it doesn't work like that here, T." I was wondering about your kids if they'll just grow up being like, "Hey, throw it on Upshaw 1764 there, thank you."
Yeah, no, yeah. At this point, you sure got your kid. Yeah.
I did that at Old Dalewood to my Uncle Dennis's account when I was young.
Yeah. Pitters didn't even know you had accounts back then. You know, like, hey, throw it on. You know, but we didn't. We grew up in Northern Alberta. I had anyway. There's no one had a membership number.
No, nowadays.
So
No. So, boys, yeah, we're ready to rock a show. We got the Olympics coming up. We got some ceremonies for the head coach. Hey, things are buzzing, boys.
How many membership numbers do you guys have? I have 2. I got Bay Canyon and Bay Club. Richardson, how many places can I charge shit to you if I wanted to?
right now, like three golf courses.
That's nice. That's nice.
I got 3.
Yeah.
I got a
Big Canyon.
Big Canyon. I got Zapatol, and then
Your cigar?
yeah, I just thought of that. The cigar
A
lounge.
little cigar lounge.
Yeah. So yeah,
you
you
got
got
all 3.
fashion and a nice stick, Rick. Here we go, bud.
I want to get in there with you. I got all kinds of nice cigars right now, and I got fucking nowhere to smoke them because I'm not golfing.
That's got good ventilation there at the firm.
Yeah. Smoke them if you got them, eh, Rich? Like back in the day.
Get on the back patio on the ocean, light up a stogie. No,
Stogie? Why not? Boys, I got to tell you, I we were talking about kind of, coming into New Year's and trying to, find new ways to. So whatever, I'm just like, I'm going to go to the weed store and see if I can get some really chill gummies, right? Like, that's what I'm looking for. So I come into this place up on 17th Street, and this guy's so cooked. This guy is so cooked, Richie. I'm like, this is my
some
guy.
really chill.
This
gummies.
guy is fucking I'm like, fella, how we doing, buddy? He was like, hey, man, what's going on? What can I help you with, bro? I'm like, listen, dude, I'm trying to, like, at night, I don't want to drink as much anymore. And, maybe a few others. I'm like, I'm just looking for something as chill as you can get me. Like, I'm a big boy. I'm not great with gummies, but the most chill thing you ever got. He's like, instantly. He's like, yeah, no problem, bro. I got this one right here for you. Boom. They're 5 milligrams. Take 2 of those and you'll be good to go. I'm like, okay. I'm just about out the door. And he's like, well, what about at night? How you sleeping? I go, I sleep pretty good, but like, I wake up a lot, he's like, here. Then he brings out these other ones that are just in this little kind of like one jammer case. He's like, if you're in one at night, take those. So long story short, the other night I take 2 of the 5 milligrams. I'm feeling great. Watch the hockey, watch the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes of the Chappelle show. I'm fucking dying. About to shut it down. I'm like, God, maybe I'll try that one that he said will take the big fella down. Well, abort. Whatever was in that, man, I was so fucking mangled in bed, I couldn't sleep. I was starting to think about the dumbest shit you could think of. I was like, yo, I'm like, I think I'm having a panic attack here, babe. I went out on the patio, started looking out to the harbor for answers. I was like, I don't know what was in this little fucking thing, but
He got you.
got me.
He got you.
It was an actual sleep gummy oats?
It was just probably heavy indica, and you got in your own head.
Oh, fuck. It says right on. I looked the next morning. I'm like, let me look at this little package.
Hey, they called the Terminators.
It just says live resin on it. Hey, live resin. Isn't that like the stuff that really
That's like that kefir stuff. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It gets you going.
That's brave. That's brave going double dose, like one
Double barrel.
This double barrel, 2 different strains. That's maybe why. Maybe it's the 2 strains.
I'll tell you what he gave me to melt into the couch was nice.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to stay clear of the.
Yeah.
I was pretty comfy, boys. Like I was just laying there. I was all right, but I was just mangled, Rich. Thinking about. I can't. I don't want to tell you guys. I'm fucking embarrassed to admit. So
I haven't been that stoned too. Since I got on that plane to go to Turkey, and I had those weed gummies. I'm like, how much more of these do I have in my bag? Because now I'm tripping, and if there's anyone on this bird, it's not perfect. So you don't like to be that fucking cooked.
I know you're not a gummy guy, right, Rich? You don't really partake. Like
I'll take a sleep gummy. I have these ones. They have like CBD. I don't know what the exact strain is, but I take a 10 milligram and I sleep okay with them. They don't give me any like paranoia or anything, but I take I don't know what brand it is, but it's actually like a nighttime CBD with some THC in it, but
Okay.
I'm fine with those. But
what about you? You were a gummy guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy T Money in Toronto. He loves the gummies. I could take the gummies and start boozing and have a time, but when I'm just partaking straight edibles, it can turn on me.
Yeah, I've since probably 5 years now. I've only smoked a doobie at a concert.
Yeah.
Like only when someone's like, I got a rolled up doobie, will I smoke it. But I like these heavy hitters, they're called.
Yeah.
Pineapple, like these Pineapple Express heavy hitters. And those at dinner, yeah, it's because collectively everyone gets in the same mood. You know, no one actually goes down that hole.
Yeah.
Everyone's laughing and fun, and you know, you don't have to get too pinned. Everyone's just kind of like vibing. But the heavy hitters are, if I could recommend anything for someone, it's just a nice buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get too fucked.
I used to get the old heavy hitter one jammer pre-rolls. I used to buy those, take them to fucking whatever music festival I was sitting up there, open it up. I like how you can seal them back in that thing and they close up nice.
Yeah, they don't stink.
What's your preferred strand? Is it sativa? Is it a hybrid? Or is it the indica?
I'll tell you what, Rich. I told Updog this when we went out for a little OG Newport dinner before Christmas, and I said to the boys, I don't know what they put in these sativa pens now, but they're unbelievable. Like, I mean, I won't go out without it. Like, I'll have a couple puffs of it and go to dinner and have some beers, and I am fucking flying in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. The only problem I have with those pens is they get jammed up every. You to toss them.
Well, when you see too much, when you smoke them, or you're smoking them into submission, fucking thing's dead. Yeah, when the lights,
it's just probably out.
When the thing starts flashing, she's fucking out. You got to charge her.
Yeah, you got its ankles over his ears. You're just bending her over. Yeah.
Anyways, tread carefully with the gummies, boys. But, you know, I thought 2026, maybe I can find something that will help me just kind of, and I did. I just got to stay clear of that one. But I was in one, boys, like stared at the ceiling. Hello, old friend, when you're just like.
I'm sure now your feed on your into whatever your phone just listened to you talk about, it'll be hitting you with some lighter gummies.
Yeah.
Instagram will just be humming. And you'll just be like, oh, try this, try that.
Oh, it was one question for you though. Like speaking of the new year and trying to find something else, have you ever tried like a microdose mushroom or anything like that?
Well, Car Bomb gave me some. I have some.
Great.
Are those good at night?
Oh, they're good all the time.
No, they're
just kind of they take the edge off because everything's a little like more vibrant, I guess.
Yeah, no, they're great. Once again, we go for dinner, take one of those little microdose that Car Bomb has. I mean, I had 3 of them the one night in Aspen. Every time I walked by, I mean, he made me take it down. He's like, here you go. I'm like, I just had one, Car Bomb. He's like, no, this one's a different strain. You're gonna like it. It was nice.
Did you feel it?
I felt good.
Yeah, you felt good.
I felt good, but I'm wondering, like at night, if you took a little microdose mushroom by itself, would it give you that chill?
Yeah,
it would.
Or would you be like,
you're not going to get
looking for the closest live music bar, like you got to head down to Shamrocks. Fuck.
Yeah. Just text me, I'll meet you there. Yeah.
Hey boys, I'm at the Goose. Fuck.
That's great.
Boys, tread carefully. I just wanted to tell the squad here at Missin Curfew. I was in one, boys, but I just got a little greedy there. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, I watched the first 30 minutes of New Chappelle on Netflix, and I was fucking dying. But, boys, moving on to a little intro here. We mentioned this, but shout out to our boy again, John Cooper. 1,000 games coached, and Updog, you almost said like you were shocked it wasn't more, and I kind of was too, but he is the only the fourth coach to ever coach 1,000 games. Bowman, Al Arbor.
To get to 1,000 wins.
Or 1,000 games.
Oh, I'm sorry. With the same squad.
Uncle Barry Trotz.
Okay.
And now John Cooper.
Coach Q, no?
Who?
Coach Q, but not with the same team.
Same team?
Yeah, it's got to be same team. Yeah, it's got to be the same squad.
Lindy Ruffles has got to be there.
Oh, that was the other guy.
Lindy Ruffles.
Yeah, so Coop's the 5th guy.
Yeah.
Lindy Ruff. Someone else goes 1,000 game milestone. Scotty Bowman. John Cooper, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't. Scotty Bowman, the all-time leader in total games coached, 2,141. Wow.
Yeah, like Hitch has a bazillion games too, but probably not with the same squad.
I don't know if it was the same squad. Maybe. I mean, Lindy Ruff has 1,800 games with Buffalo, Dallas, and Jersey. Al Arbor, 1,000 games with the Islanders. Quinville.
Yeah, guys, I got 32 coaches that have coached 1,000 games.
But not with the same team. Punch in the same squad. Chat, GP, motherfucking
yeah.
G.
Joel Quinville's got 1,800.
Yeah, you're going to be right. You're up. I think you're right up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's the same team.
Five guys, same squad. It's pretty impressive. But you'd like to,
yeah,
we'd think it's a little more because he's always fucking hunting for the cup. He's been there forever. He's now.
Yeah, that doesn't count playoff games.
He's a glorified Canadian legend now, coaching. This arguably could have been his second Olympics. He should have been.
Yeah. No, the Sarah and they did a hell of a job. Tampa. Coop came out with his wife and his twin daughters and his son. It was just great. Yeah, Stanley Cup ring on, but all the ex-players like came on and said something to him, and like you can see the impact that Coop's made on these guys, not just as a coach. And like, I honestly can say, like, besides maybe Barry Trotz, like Troy G. Ward, Dallas Aikens at the end of my career, but like, was there any other coaches that made a big impact on you as a person? Like, these guys were saying these messages to Coop, not as like, yeah, thanks, Coop. Coop, it was nice to win with you. You made me a better man.
Yeah.
You helped me become a father. You helped, like, it's rare for that to happen, no?
Yeah, like role model type.
Yeah, like, but like his friend almost.
Yeah, you can tell he's the way he, vibes in a room having a beer, or he's in a dressing room giving a speech. It's very methodical, and it comes as like a big brother or a father figure. But he ain't that old. He looks young. He acts, semi-young.
Oh yeah,
but his vision and his message is pretty bang on when you listen to him, whether it's in a 7-game playoff series or you just hear him shooting the shit about talking about someone on an interview here on Missin Curfew. He's pretty detailed and buttoned up. Yeah, and I look back, like, John Stevens was a good, like, because he was younger, he played the game, he grinded in the minors, and then he got the chance after Hitch to coach in Philly, and we had a young team. So yeah, he was a great mentor, and now won a couple Stanley Cups. And I don't know if like Daryl's one of those guys for you, Richie, right? But like, it's like the father figure type of guy that's not too different in age. Those guys, they're hard to come by, but they're the right type of coach.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Coop too, like, he's the ultimate players coach, right? Like, he goes out for beers with guys. Like, he's texting guys, where are we going for beers? Like, there's not too many coaches that are doing that, right? Like,
yeah,
totally. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know, for me too, like, I mean, Daryl was like a grandpa, like how my dad, that's the father figure, you know what I mean? I felt like your grandpa with all the sweaters and, but I love Talk, man. Me and Talk had some great conversations in his office, and he was always great with me. So I really like Talk a lot too.
Yeah, and I got lucky, like I said, at the end of my career with Troy G. Ward and Dallas Aikens. Dally was great with me in San Diego. But I'm just trying to look through my NHL. I love Barry Trotz. He would probably be the only guy. Torts I love, but in a different way.
What about Peter Horacek? Remember him?
Peter Horacek. Yeah, I do. He was our assistant coach.
He ended up being a head coach in Florida for about a year. I just had him in like my Milwaukee days. He was my head coach when I first got there. Then assistant coach in Nashville. But anyway, he had that to him.
Yeah,
that to him.
He likes
Claude Noel was our coach in the minors. He was good because minor league coaches need to be even more connected to the younger players because you filter so many younger guys through, right?
Yeah, and by the way, for Brad Shaw and Disco Dan Bylsma, Disco Dan Bylsma, I could put in that as a guy that helped me, kind of mature as a guy too. Sorry, Disco, you had your hands full, fella, but you helped a little.
It would have been your favorite D coach, like, because I could.
Sylvain Lefebvre.
Sly,
yeah, hands down.
Yeah, I would say
the only thing that Sly ever said to me, I was having a good year, and we kind of peaked, and it was almost close to this time, probably on the 60 game mark, 55 game mark, and we're starting to, like, we're in a playoff spot, but we're starting to kind of dip a bit, and I'm having a tough little stretch there, and he's like, calls me in his office, and he's like, "Obes, your game's kind of slipped." I said, "I know, it's just the dog days," as the up dog would say, hang in there with me. Like, he said, "You taking care of yourself off the ice?" I said, "As much as I have the rest of my life." Like, he's like,
"No, obviously."
He goes, "You ever think about getting married, Obes?" I'm like, "Sly, we've only lost 4 straight here. Let's not get fucking crazy. Hey, we're going to come out of this. Talking about getting married. What are you talking about getting married? No, we're going to win tomorrow night. We're going to win. Fuck, Columbus is coming in Saturday. Sunday's off. I'm not getting married." No, but Sylvain Lefebvre, I'll be to answer your question.
He's eating crazy pills. I remember, Chief for me in Philly as assistant, and then Kirk Muller, best of the best. Yeah. 2 legends and just guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I had a guy in junior, Mike Stuthers was great. I don't know if you know that name, but
yeah.
Awesome guy. Toughened me up. He was with the Kings. He's assistant coach everywhere around the league. Great guy. Toughened me me up.
Great words to say. Because if
I
know an assistant coach said, "Oh, you and him, don't be such a pussy. Like, you're playing like this, so you got to play like that if you want to play more." Like, they're not just supposed to be your buddy. They got to toughen you up. So that's actually pretty bang on. Right?
You know what was straight up about him too is that he'd make you do these bike rides, but he'd do them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Let's get on the bike for an hour and ride." I'm like, "What?" And then you get on and he'd destroy you on the bike. I'm like, "Fuck, all right, this is what it takes." So
yeah,
that's same with Dallas Aikens. And it was near the end of my career when I was pretty much done. But like, we'd come in on off days or days we are gonna skate, and he'd have 4 different groups of the bike rides, and he would do all 4 bike rides, and they were like
That's what I mean.
45 minutes to an hour. He'd do them all and then ride his bike fucking home. I'm like, it's hard to kind of not.
It's hard to say I can't do that when he's doing 4 of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, he may not have stayed out quite as late down there in fucking, what's downtown San Diego called? The Gaslight District there, stumbling around. Here, head over to Tijuana. I'll never forget Mike, Bill Murray's like first meeting of the year. Eh? He's like, nobody goes to Tijuana. And I find out anyone goes to Tijuana, you're off the fucking team. And I'm like, it kind of spooked me for about 2 months, eh? Then finally, about 2.5 months in, a couple of my buddies were like, should we head over, boys, or what? Let's slide over. But it's kind of fun over there.
Yeah, no shit. I still have that.
You still haven't been over?
Oh, that's a Tijuana, no.
No way.
No.
Coop, congratulations.
Stay away from there.
Yeah, no, I think you might have missed your opportunity. I think you didn't miss much throughout your
Yeah, no shit.
just throughout your life, but I think you might have missed that opportunity. Coop, congratulations, buddy. 1,000 more for you, my man. NFL wildcard weekend, boys. Thank God the NFL regular season's over. I might have had my worst year ever. I mean, it almost got to the point, Richie and Ups, where I was almost just going to go opposite of what I thought, right? It's like, I like San Francisco, should have taken Seattle. Who do you like this wild card weekend? It's pretty wide open, boys. I guess, Updog, I want to just start with you real quick. We don't have to go over all of them, but I got some money on the Buffalo Bills. They're going into Jacksonville. No Patty Mahomes in the playoffs. No Lamar Jackson. Can Jake Allen put the Bills on his back? And
Josh Allen.
I
think he can.
I hope he can.
I got me and Beckham a Josh Allen jersey for Christmas. Santa brought it. So I'll be rocking that this weekend, hopefully watching the game with you, fella. That's a nice highlight. I'm taking the Eagles. I think the Eagles at home against the banged up 49ers. Eagles D are legit. McCaffrey's banged up. Joe Purdy in Philly. I just don't know if he's going to be able to handle that.
Brock Purdy.
Nice, Joe Purdy. Thanks for.
Yeah.
Joe Purdy's a good musician, by the way.
Mystery relevant. He was last pick, Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, yeah. So I always fuck that up. But
sorry.
Yeah, Richie, what do you think? Are the Pats gonna fucking roll through town here, or what do you think?
I'm like, my picks for this week, I'll just go. I like the Rams a lot.
Yeah.
I like Rams. I like Bears against the Packers. I like Bills versus Jags, Eagles versus 49ers, and Patriots versus Chargers. But I mean, I don't know. I like the Rams game. I love watching the Rams play, and I'm really cheering for the Bills too. I would love to see Josh Allen. It seems like everything's setting up for it to be his year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with you. I got the Rams. I put some money on the Rams when they lost at home against Seattle. Remember, they're like, Obes, you got your wish when they blew that lead.
Yep.
And then right at the start of the year, you know how I get a little horny with my futures bets. As soon as the Packers picked up Micah Parsons, I fucking slammed a future on them, and they're so banged up. And then I got the Bills. So I'm pretty much Bills and Rams. Those are my dogs heading into it. See if either one of them win, I'll be doing all right.
Is there only 5 games this weekend, or That's
because they get the guys, right?
There's 6.
Well, we're missing a game here.
No, there's only 5, isn't there?
2 Saturday, 3 Sunday, 1 Monday.
I don't think there's a Monday, is there?
Yeah, Steelers, Texans is what we're missing.
Oh,
you're right.
You're
right.
Well done, Obes.
Hey, I took the Steelers. I forgot the start of the year to win the AFC North. That was a nice surprise. Plus, fucking
There it is.
whatever.
Rolling bets there, yeah.
I wonder what the odds are now for them to do that. I like him. Aaron Rodgers, he can go in and maybe steal one. He is sick.
DK Metcalf almost cost him a whole fucking year for trying to knock out some drunk fan. Hey, I'm like,
Does he get back in there?
Back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
I wouldn't fuck with that guy. I mean, fuck with him and find out.
Yeah, the Texans defense, though, I don't know if Rodgers is going to have to get that ball out quick, which he can, but that Texans D is no joke.
There's going to be a lot of quick little plays, little shot plays.
Little slant there to fucking Gainwell or whatever his name is.
Hey, dude, with all eyes on Rodgers, though, he's going to have these trick plays, too. You know, where he just, the fake handoffs and the smooth, like, he's going to pull out some nasty shit that we haven't seen this year yet, I bet.
He can work that he can work that line of scrimmage, can he, with all his, like, bend her over. No, don't bend her over.
Right up the rear. Here we go.
X-Prod. What was her name? Hey.
Monica.
Monica won. And then he takes it right down to the very end, the whole game. I'm like, this guy's controlling the whole pace of the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would love to see
what's the Ted where he goes through all those broads.
Oh yeah, it's like a trailer park name. Go ahead, let me name it.
Jessica. Hunt, offside. There you go. 5 yards.
Julian, Terry, he's like, I got you.
Carrie Lynn.
I got you, motherfucker. Wild card weekend, though, maybe one of the best weekends of the year. Up dog. If you haven't fallen off the wagon yet, I'm going to give you a real good push there on Saturday or Sunday. Fucking Richie, by the way, before we go to break here, like trying to get our OG Newport crew together to watch a football game, it's like trying to get, I don't know, the United Nations together or something. It's like, Saturday I got 14 hockey practice, baseball practices, flag football. I'm like,
yeah, it's actually nuts. Sports is nuts, Rich.
But did you get her together or no?
Oh, I think we got a Saturday for the late game. I think we're going to watch one game, right?
That's probably the play, right? The late game, I was going to say. The Sunday night's kind of hard because, everyone's getting ready for school the next day. Saturday night, yeah.
It said like a well-oiled up father over there.
Does it matter? Like,
I know.
Does it? Yeah, you guys are great. You guys are good dads. Better dad than fucking. Does it matter if like? Okay, let's say. No, listen. We
can't wait till he said whose ever name that was coming up.
We were lucky, right? We were all good athletes at a young age, and we had great parents. Like my mom, Richie. I was driving up the 115 there over Christmas, and my mom used to take me up there on a Tuesday to Lindsay for practice. It's like, God, mom, you're a nice mom. But I had some talent, right? I guess where I'm going, if you're a parent and your kid's not that good at sports,
stinks,
and it's like a Saturday wild card, can you be like, hey, Bobby, fella, Saturday's not going to kill you if you miss one practice here. Dad's go with the boy. Or is that against the conduct of being a parent? No matter how good or bad your son or daughter is, do you have to take them to practice on Saturday of the wild card weekend?
Yeah.
You do, eh?
Yeah, just if they want to, you gotta feel that fire.
You do, eh?
Yeah, it's tough. And there's moments where the kid doesn't want to, and your job is to pull them there. But if they actually want to, and you're the one pulling them back, I think that's, I don't know. There's a little guilt. I know guilt's a useless emotion. Well said.
Said by Scotty Upshaw.
Write that down. But in that case, Richie, I don't know. You're probably just sucking it up.
That might be, that's probably the good dad in you right there. You might want to call Bobby or whoever of your buddies, your son's dad is or whoever, and get them to take him to practice for the day,
Oh, that's another great thing. You got to have a buddy that you're like, hey, listen, I can't make practice.
Okay.
I'm getting pinned.
You mind taking him today?
You got. Listen.
I owe you one.
It kind of got away at me here on the wild goose here. I'm about fucking.
You mind picking him up there?
I'm about 4 pitches deep and a couple shots. Can you go grab my son there and take him to practice with you, fella?
Yeah, he'll be fine there. Maybe even sleep over tonight, eh?
Yeah, I'll pick him up tomorrow morning. What do you want for? I'll get you a coffee. What do you want?
I haven't given the old lady a shot in a while. She's pretty loud. Hey, don't want to wake the kids up.
I got a nice buzz here. I'm actually gonna go home and give it to the old lady here. I'll pick him up tomorrow.
She'll be there by 10, but.
Oh, that's funny shit, boys. We'll be right back at Missin Curfew. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Pick 6, baby.
Fellas.
Pick 6, fellas. DraftKings' newest fantasy pick'em game. Just choose more or less on 2 or more player stats. The more accurate your picks, the bigger the payout, fellas. Get in and see how just a few picks can turn into some nice dough. And fellas, they ain't kidding, man. I had one the other night. It was a $50 to win 1,300 bones, man. I didn't even come close, but heading in, I had a real good feeling about it. Let me just go to my picks here. Celebrini, he never lets anyone down. That kid can play. So I had $50. I won nothing, so it took away my 6 correct. Would have got me 25x on that one, boys. But I like we talk about it every week, but I do like mixing in 3 assists with 3 goals, bumps up those odds. Is there anything else? I saw, Richie, you had a nice little time on ice with, was it Dewey?
He didn't. He didn't. He missed her by like a minute or something, but.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I tried. We were talking about it, but I missed one the other night. I went all goals, 6 guys, and 5 of my 6 scored. Kucherov let me down.
No way.
That would have been a big one. I had $10 to win like 900 or something.
Yeah.
I missed Cooch. He didn't get her, but I had 5 of 6 goal scorers.
2 for 6.
He hasn't been missing anything, Cooch. You got him on a nice night. He hasn't been missing anything. 2 for 6. Yeah, that's
2 for 6.
Well, talk
Jack Hughes, no points.
Wow.
Shocker.
Sam
Reinhart, no points. Zach Hyman, no points when they won 6-2 against Nashville. Draisaitl over a goal. He had that. And McKinnon, no goals. 2 for 6.
Shocking. I saw Nathan
Probably
McKinnon.
McKinnon tonight. I would like him to score tonight.
Yeah, he played his first bad game I've ever, this year in Tampa. I don't know what was going on. He was missing pucks. I'm like.
So he's going to be a heat-seeking.
How is he going to get pinned? Did we not say that?
Well, he might have got pinned.
Yeah. Last episode, he probably got pinned.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does.
Go to the rack. Hey, play some pool.
Yeah, the rack's gone. Though. Hey, sushi and pool. What an idea. What an idea that place was. Like, that place got me shipped out of town quickly. Fuck. The owners should be able to hang out there. Hey, Rich, if the players are hanging out there, we were here first.
Huh?
We were there first. Sticking with the pick six, you mentioned Jack Hughes. Do we stay away from Jack Hughes right now? Like, is he leaving the legs in the bedroom with Tate? Or, like, it'd be hard to focus on hockey
and
when you're just, I'm assuming I'm going to give him the credit that he's got it done. I would be focused probably a lot on Tate more than I would be maybe that's why they got shelled 9-0 the other night.
Yeah, no, that was tough to watch for Markey. They kept him in for every goal. It's crazy, but
I know that was.
I would say.
You think the backup goalie was a little banged up or something?
Is it a Jake Allen or is he not in?
I don't know. I was just wondering. Maybe he was tweaked something because you don't leave a guy in for 9 goals, do you?
Especially Markey. He's a good guy.
A 37-year-old guy, like
yeah, that's how you lose your room, right, Rich?
Right, I would think. That's what I'm thinking. There must have been something else going on.
Yeah, Jake Allen was a backup.
So
did they play?
Maybe he had something like well, yeah, maybe, or maybe he tweaked something. He was kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like a little banged up. I don't know.
Do you think like Jack Hughes has got to sign like an NDA saying he can't come in the room and tell the boys about what's going on with Tate? Do you think that's actually a serious thing, or can he come in there and be like, boys, tell you what,
oh fellas,
tell you,
no, it's
couple shots of sake, look out.
It's still the game within the game, so he's letting his boys know. Probably not everyone. He's probably not telling the trainers other than Frosty, but
yeah,
I would say. Back to your question.
Sorry,
I think he balances it probably pretty proper. He worked hard to get back in the lineup. Comes back, has a pretty good start to it. They had a little fall here, but when you're getting that, when you're chasing that, and you're still so sick on the ice, like you can't let one fall or it crumbles down.
He's already caught it. He has it.
Yeah, I know, but he's
got hands on it.
But in order to keep it, you better. In order to keep her, you better keep your game going. That is true. As a star, you got to continue to be the star, and he is.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna have no trouble. 86 is buzzing.
Yeah,
he's buzzing.
It's just a distraction, if you ask me. I know back in my day, it would have been a little bit of a distraction, Rich.
It keeps your head in the game, to be honest. It keeps your head in the game. I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you should. I don't know if you could have played in New York, Obes.
Yeah, no shit.
No, probably not, eh?
I know. Florida almost killed me. Fuck.
Jack Hughes, what a lead. I felt like keep her going, boys. Jersey, I like to see you get it going a bit here. Poor Frosty's in there.
I know. They're getting it going. I don't like keeping him in for 9 goals, though.
No, and I'll tell you what, like that Nico Hischier a couple weeks ago against the Leafs, he stepped up and fought Matty Nyes, like fighting above his weight class. I'm like, that's what you need from your leader, eh, Rich? Like, we're not going well. The Switzerland captain gets out there and fights a bigger guy. Like, I think they have a character in the room. I just don't know what's, they've had some injuries throughout the season. But
yeah, I don't know. No, yeah, I do like that, though. You're right.
Pick six, boys. Get some skin in the game. DraftKings' newest fantasy app. Moving on, fellas. It is the Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. Fellas, squinting at the menu on date night, not a good look. Time to level up with Kits glasses. Frames from just $28. Pick your style. Pump in your prescription, boys. Virtually try them on. Pump in promo code Curfew for your first pair free. Next thing you know, knock on your door. Kits Eyewear, fellas. Ice pick. Macklin, Celebrini, a.k.a. Felabrini. He's up to it again. I had the Sharks plus 1.5 goals in this for minus 120. I didn't even need it. Look at that. I'll take that. Just pure strength here in this vision right here. Boom. Bang. Corn dogs, Jackie. Game, set, match. That is our Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. I watched that game, about the second half of it anyways. His strength on the puck, boys, for a kid who's, 18 years old or 19 years old. His speed, his strength, his compete, like Richie says, and he just took that game over. He scored a goal earlier in the game that was just nasty, too.
There's only one guy who reminds me at this age doing that, being so low and so confident, like in puck control and taking physical play, is Crosby. Yeah. Crosby back in the day just was so low to the ground and didn't lose a puck battle. It's exactly what he's doing, and we're just seeing the beginning of this kid.
Yeah, that's well said. And Richie, just with that Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week there, like
19,
but he doesn't sell it, right? Like Kemper, he holds it long enough. Still is a threat to shoot it, and then just opens it up and slides it back door to Eklund, and booyah. Kemper's on the other side of the net. Like the way.
Well, I mean, yeah, because obviously you got to respect that he's going to shoot that as the goalie.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably in the perfect world, you'd like a defenseman playing that 2-on-1
for sure.
What wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Kemp. He turned it over. Then he was caught between the shit and the stink. There's Dewey.
What a great read though! But what a great read though too on the takeaway.
I'll tell you what. There was a couple other
First
shifts
off.
in that 3-on-3 where he was sniffing. Where he Celebrini. I'm talking about where he was just this. He almost got it. I'm like, this kid is buzzing.
I mean, last night's play was just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Are we talking about that in the next segment?
You could talk about it whenever you want.
Fucking goal he scored was
Nasty.
nasty. My God. Just good luck with these guys as he gets bigger and stronger to what,
Exactly.
the Marian Hossa style of play where he was impossible to get the puck from. This is exactly what this kid's doing. He's only getting stronger. He doesn't give up on pucks, and he's fucking fast.
Yeah. And his hockey IQ, Rich, man, he's so smart. Like, he reads the play, always in the right position as a 19-year-old. It's like, fuck, this guy, Crosby, right? He's got the feel. So that was our Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. Celebrini fella, good on ya. Up dog, my man. Get this guy a Labatt Blue.
Pristine Pilsners, fellas. Brought to you by Labatt. With Labatt, you can buy beer and get gear. Go to their website, fellas, snap a photo of your receipt, and upload it to gain points towards exclusive merch. Any size, any product, anywhere you're buying Labatt. Sign up, fellas, at rewards.labattusa.com.
Pristine Pilsner. By the way, I saw a couple 2-4s there in the side room there. I'm probably going to take
Don't
those.
let big guy get his hands on them.
Take those home, put them in my fridge.
He can down those in one sitting.
Oh, I know.
It's impressive.
Yeah, Game 7, I believe he might have taken down
21?
Yeah, I think that might have been.
Didn't quite get to the 2-4.
That was the quad.
21.
Yeah, if we would have been a few more innings, he would have got it. Get this guy.
PJ?
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Big boy, big PJ.
So big ball. He likes his blue lights, eh? And the thing about him, never has to take a leak.
No.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I go
Pretty big body to absorb it all.
No, I know you too. You gotta, but I mean, I went to Wasted Management with him or music festivals. It's like, I'm like, dude, you don't have to go to the bathroom yet. He's like, no, give me another beer. Hollow leg,
Especially with beer, too.
Leg.
especially with beer. Once you break the seal, as we all know, it's game over. Get this guy Labatt Blue. Shout out to Updog's boy Trevor Zegras. Hey Z, I'm starting to believe here a bit, fella. I'm starting to fucking believe. I was a little worried about him going to Philly, and maybe some of the Philadelphia Flyers faithful getting all over about the way he's going to play, but he's been unbelievable. I think Rick Tocchet, as Richie mentioned earlier when we were talking about coaches that made a difference in our lives, I think Rick Tocchet is making a difference in this kid's lives. But at home, your former team coming in, first 2 goals basically from the same spot, to stick that to your old team, up dog, what a feeling. So Z, get yourself a Labatt Blue. As a former Flyer, you gotta be happy for this kid, Ups.
Loved it. A couple things I love is now he's 18 goals on the season. He's right where he needs to be, showing that, it just needed a new opportunity in a new city. The crowd was so into that game. So shout out to fucking Flyer fans, fucking getting involved. And then, Scotty Hartnell, fucking Bird Dog at the interview after where he throws out the couple F-bombs. It's just all time. Bird Dog loved it. I know he teases for it.
Beauty.
So yeah, all in all, great. I listened to talks yesterday on O-Dog and the boys
Overdrive.
and listen, talked about just what Z's brought. He's brought that vibe into the room, and he's you got to have different players, Richie, on a good team. That some are laughing, some are serious, some are just straight arrowed. Well, he's brought that, but he's showing up on the ice, so I'm happy for the kid. Sent him a message. There's a fucking photo after he scored that just looks sick. I go, this picture fucks, and he's like, city's awesome, up dog.
Yeah.
So shout out for him. It's if you can light up those Philadelphia fans, boy, you're in a good spot.
How do you think his bullpen is? It's probably not quite as stacked as it was out here in Orange County.
Train goes right to New York City, so
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Take the midnight train going anywhere. I'll fucking take that midnight train going anywhere, up dog.
That's right.
Probably a few fly-ins, I would think.
Whoa, you got to be careful with the flying the way they get in there. You want them out. You want to get in, you want them out.
Well, he got a book to return, eh?
As Up Doug always said, it's easy getting them in. It's getting them out. That's the hard part, eh? Getting them out, that's the hard part.
So right before road trip.
Oh, shit, I got to go, babe. I got a flight here.
The flight's leaving.
Z, good on you, buddy. Get yourself a Labatt Blue. Keep her going. Talks. Fun to watch. Hey, listen, like I said, the NHL is better when the Flyers are good. So I hope they continue. And you know what? I noticed that too. I watched that game. That place was rocking.
Yeah.
Not quite like it was back in your day and those days, but it's getting there. So keep her going, boys. Get this guy Labatt Blue. Cole Caulfield. I had the Habs at home the other night against the Flames. He had 1-1. I mean, his one-timer, well, it wasn't a one-timer, but the way he picked it up, kind of a shit sandwich from Suzuki, knocked it down, Short side Spinky on Dustin Wolf. We did talk about Team Canada getting snubbed. Cole Caulfield not on Team USA may come back to cost him, but get yourself a Labatt Blue. And then last one for me, boys, there was the heavyweight of all heavyweight tilts the other night. Olivier versus Reaves. Great tilt. I will say this, though, about Olivier has a visor on, and it is a fucking massive difference, man. Reaves is going in there with no visor on, standing in the pocket. I was never a huge bucket off guy, but next time if these guys go, if I'm Olivier, I'm taking my bucket off. Yeah. Reaves deserves that respect. It's such a huge difference. Like, listen, I'll be honest, Olivier's punches were harder than Reaves. I mean, this kid throws down the pipe, hammers. However, Reaves was throwing some hard ones at the start. I just think if they go again, take that bucket off. The visor's a huge, huge, huge advantage, especially when you got two big boys that can knock each other out. But get them both Labatt Blue up, dog. What a tilt. Great for the game. I think that Olivier on hockey fights is like 21-0.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
Fucking Floyd Mayweather of hockey fights.
Yeah, that's up your alley, so you know. But I know Reaves still stands in there chucking. He's been doing it for almost fucking 16 years, so it's impressive. And what he's brought to that team and sit next to Celebrini in the room, on the road, at home, he's not only fighting on the ice, but he's brought a lot to that team.
Yeah, and he's a big part of it, and you can tell, just me from the outside looking in, though, like they got a good thing going there, Rich, with the mojo in the dressing room, the young guys and the veteran guys. Like, they've done a nice job there bringing in some good character lads.
And hanging around a playoff spot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They're in a playoff spot as we speak today, I think.
They're in the number one wild card. They're number one wild card, 47 points, and they started off 0-7 or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like they put a pretty goddamn good run together. So, one point, Obes, I was going to ask you this. I know it doesn't really matter for these guys, but what is the penalty now? There's a penalty now for taking a helmet off. Is there not?
It might be.
Probably. It's got to be something. I think it was always.
I don't know if it's a 10 or I think it's something. It's more.
It's been in there for a while now too, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's been a few years. I know a lot of guys don't do it anymore. Obviously, it used to be a pretty popular thing.
It was always kind of frowned upon. I think you got I don't know if they find you or you got an extra. I never took my bucket.
Back in the day, it wasn't as big a deal, right? With no visors, right? So
that's the thing. When there was no visors, some guys would say, "Hey, you want to go no bucket?" And I was like, "Fuck you, no way. You got to get this thing off." Because I was worried about falling. Right, if you fall in the ice, like fall on your head.
Yeah.
And second of all, it blocked a few.
You can protect. Yeah.
So I was never a huge going buckets off. I was like, we got no visor on. Let's just chuck them. But I just watching that fight. I've watched it a few times. It's a big time advantage. So.
Oh, for sure it is.
Fellas, Google AI has it. If it's before a fight, it's a 2-minute minor for removing your helmet.
Okay. So you put your team down 5-4.
Fuck.
Yeah, but if you both do it.
Yeah. If you both do it, I think it's
nothing, right?
It's nothing.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a minor penalty towards the team. Just give the guy a 10.
Just give him a 10.
Take their elbow pads off or take their whole jersey off.
Just fucking Rob Ray, just fucking all around there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
The guys that could get their elbows off in just one swipe like that, psychopaths. You know they were going to hit you with.
Boys, remember? Oh, yeah. Remember when we come to camp and guys would have the leather straps here? Kip Brennan, boys.
Jim Cummins.
Yeah, the leather straps. I'm like,
yeah.
That's Gary.
Aaron Downey, heads up.
Got the leather straps on it.
Jim Cummins.
Jimmy
Dowd. I think Jimmy Dowd had him.
Did he? Jimmy Dowd,
at one point.
I'll never forget the first time I played against Jimmy Dowd in warm-up. I had to go up and he had the Bauer 200s on, and I go, fella, you look unreal out here. Look at he had the old school ICM tucks. I'm like, skate probably weighed 10 pounds each, but I'm like, you look good there, Jimmy.
Jimmy
Dowd. Richie, you dishing a beer, fella?
Good. Yeah, I am. Anthony DuClair. 3 goals, 2 assists, +6. I think I read somewhere it was some kind of NHL record. Or tied a record or something. But this kid, I love this kid. I played with him in Arizona. He was kind of a running mate of mine. We did a lot of trips together, a lot of nights out. Love this kid. He went through a lot of stuff in the last little year with some stuff left the team, and he's having a great year. He's came back and played really well. And I just love the kid. So anyway, he deserves a beer. So get yourself a beer. Anthony DuClair.
Wow, listen, I'm pulling for this kid even more. I didn't know he was running in your circle there back in the day.
Oh, he's a beauty.
Running in the Richardson circle. I like that. Can play on my team. Listen, tons of skill, right? This guy, and I remember last year he had to leave the team for a little bit. He was doing some stuff, but from back in Phoenix or wherever he's been, San Jose and Tampa, he's got lots of skill. I mean, he can play the game. He's got vision. He can pass. He can dish. So I'm glad it's working out. Everyone on the island's having a good year, man. And It's about their team there. Like their leading goal scorers, Barzell's only got 35 points, but you go down their whole lineup here, they're getting everyone to contribute.
Contributions. Yeah.
And just Rich,
Really, certainly are.
you read that he tied a record by Gretzky from 1981.
Okay.
Which is nice. It was over 6 points, having 3 goals and being a +5 or a +6. He was +6, over 5 points. Hadn't been done in the same game since the great one.
Fucking Grant's lost another record. He's got a few left.
Tied it.
He's got a few left, eh?
He's got a couple.
Grant's doing back-to-back TNT this week.
Saw that. He looked good last night.
I had the goatee going. I like that.
Yeah, the first night he didn't shave or anything.
First night it looked like he might have had a few.
Well, girls all day.
Yeah,
He's coming off just a solid Christmas.
well, he's at the Winter Classic too there.
The Winter Classic.
Miami can get it. Even the great one. Miami can even get the great one.
Yeah, totally. But no, he was great. Last night's show actually made me laugh a few times. They were having some chuckles. Whenever you see Wayne up there and he's laughing and he's having fun up there, that's a good time to tune in.
Yeah, I just think if you're gonna have Gretsch, you gotta have
this. Yeah,
you gotta have this. But
they did have some good stuff last night.
no, so the joke's out, right? Like, did you hear Duchesne's like, hey, Ace Dutch here? So Ace knows that the boys are ripping him, or is the cat out of the bag officially? It must be, right?
It has to be.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Well done, Schmaltzy.
Yeah, I think it might have been Swishy started that whole thing. Last but not least, it's milk carton time here at Missin Curfew. Before we get to our guest, Chris Tanev, put him on the milk carton. He's out for the year with a lower body injury. Couple things here. I feel bad for this guy. He just got back from a concussion, I believe. But Richie, you know this kid. You played with him. I mean, this is just, listen, he's played the right way for a long time, blocking biscuit after biscuit after biscuit. This is just father time undefeated. They're going to miss this guy, though. And where I'm going with this is Brad Treliving. I don't know when the roster freeze starts for the Olympics, but fucking get on the blower. With him out, Richie, they need to make a move on the back end. And now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, first of all, about Tanev, I think I've said this before. He's probably at least in my top 3, not my favorite player I've ever played with, like defenseman wise, just the small plays he makes. Unbelievable. I love the guy. But he's speed up. He's blocked so many shots. If you saw this guy off the ice, he's just so skinny. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they put him on long-term IR and that frees up the cap space to make a deal. I don't know how that's going to play out. What the injury is, but it doesn't look good.
No.
And if Tanev can't play, he's extremely hurt.
Yeah.
He's the toughest guy. The trainer in Calgary said, I don't think he has a pain tolerance. Like he's like, I've never seen anything like this, what he's playing through. So if he's not playing, he's really hurt. So and they do need it. They need a D, and they probably need a top 6 forward to if they can get themselves back in it.
They're back in it. They're 2 points out right now.
Well, I know, but they're really,
Yeah.
they do. You're right.
Fuck, they looked good last night against Florida. The last couple games, they've looked really well.
They have looked good.
Yeah.
They really have. That's all Austin, right?
How about Nylander wearing the, what's it called?
Tank top?
Yeah, the tank top of the game. Did you see his pic?
Yeah, no, I saw Matthews walk in on his game where they're, Matt Sundin and your boys giving him the, passing the torch on. He wears that. I mean, when TNT put that on, I'm like, really? Is he wearing?
Well, I don't know.
Just when you think it can't go down further than it already is. I mean, that outfit was, I don't know.
Like, how much time are these guys putting into these outfits? Like,
The Leafs
it's
are-
not just let's get. Yeah,
The Leafs are putting a lot into it.
They are, right?
like, it's not.
Or is it
There
good?
he is in the press box with a toque on and a tank top up in the press box.
Yeah, Richie, I just saw that. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Like, draw the line somewhere. I don't care if you're going to do that, but then mix in a sick Tom Ford suit one time. Yeah. Right? Or mix in a sick suit, boys. Just do it.
I was excited for these guys not to have dress codes, but I don't like it. I think we need to go back to just put on your suit, no tie, boys, walk in.
It's just because it just goes. Once a couple guys take it over the top, and you're just like, oh, there you go. That's why we didn't do it for all these years.
No, and then there's some guys walking in like they just got off the fucking pickleball court or golf course. It's like, come on, man. Like, but it does it does put a lot of stress on your wardrobe to a certain extent, right? You got 82 matches now where you got
I'm
to.
saying these guys, yeah.
I would have went black tee, black Johnny B leather jacket for 82 straight.
Johnny B.
82 straight.
Shades on, fucking.
What's
Hey, how you
that?
doing,
Oh,
baby?
shit.
You're there.
On the jacket? Oh, fuck. What's that?
They just put those suit guys right out of business though.
Those poor suit guys.
They're just making a
Giovanni's
living
in
going
one.
around. Giovanni's just fucked. Okay, he's just he's wearing J. Crew now because he can't can't sell any more suits.
Remember I was getting my suits done there before the Big Canyon party at Loops? He's like, where are you? I'm like, I get a couple suits done here, fella. I get a couple suits done.
Needless to say, it wasn't a guy fitting you for the suit.
Sure wasn't, but boys, really looking forward to this one. All-time good guy, future Hall of Famer, all-time leader in points for the Ducks, and part of Team Canada management, Ryan Getzlaf. Getsy coming at you next here on Missin Curfew. All-time leader in Ducks points, 1,157 games in the National League. Won everything you could win in Hockey Canada. Every fucking thing you can win, this guy won it. So, Getsy, Ryan Getzlaf, buddy, nice to see you. Looking sharp. That's a nice office you got there. You look like you're just fresh off the course, my man.
I am. Managed the weather calmed down here in Tennessee. Managed to get out today.
How many rounds are you getting in a week, do you think? I know it depends on your kids' sports, and I know you're a busy guy, but how often do you like to get out there and manufacture around the golf course?
Well, we're in the off season right now, buddy. It's been cold. We were below freezing for all last week and the week before. So this is our first nice week. Get back out there.
No, it can get a little nippy in Tennessee. I didn't know that until I lived there. And I was like, what the fuck?
But he's from Saskatchewan, so
Regina.
yeah. Just because he got especially his whole career in Orange County, like he can play some fall golf. We know that. He brought him to Bound Dunes, and that's when he actually.
So, buddy.
Yeah, I know it is. Getsy, how is the golf game? Let's talk about this because we got a little pro tour coming up again. You're going to be at the Olympics, but is the golf game up to par when you left Orange County?
Golf game's better than when I left Orange County. I think it was Orange County was I had a rough exit out of there. I think, but golf game's it's fine, nice right now.
Doesn't that mean barking in his ear? Eh? I knew I could get into your. I knew I could get in his kitchen. I knew I could.
It's either that or the dudes when they're that expensive,
buddy.
Getsy's the only guy that's a better chipper than a putter. Right? He'd rather chip that. Is that still the case? Would you rather chip it from the fucking apron, or are you Texas wedging a few more there in Tennessee?
Obi, you won't even believe how many putts I made from the fringe today. Never pulled my wedge out once.
Wow.
See, he is a better golfer.
He can adjust. His game can fucking adjust. That's what I've been telling you. You got to adjust your game, bud. You got to make fucking different sacrifices.
I'm in the thick of it. My kids are all at the age, right? I just can't make it to the golf course as much. And now you're kind of over the hill maybe with that, or?
Yeah, I'm over the hump now. All my kids are in school all day, so it's either that or I stare at the wall.
I got to be honest. I had a good chuckle with Ryder. You were nice enough to come out for Troy Terry's taking over your charity event that you've done great jobs with, but I got a chance to talk to Ryder there at the cannery. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree there with your age. He's got a little better hair than you, but other than that, it's pretty much like talking to Getsy Jr.
Yeah, he's got a great hair game, but that's a kid. He's learned how to golf now too, so we're hoping for big things here for him.
And then your other son's a good ball player, right? He played a little bit of almost got in the Little League World Series last summer. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah, he's big into the baseball. He had a nice run over the summer there with the Little League World Series, but it was they fell a little short, but it was awesome for the whole family to be part of. So he's busy with that stuff.
You were a decent ball player, but when he needs some tips, can you still get in there and help him out, or you gotta feed him over to the coach, or can you get in there and say, "Hey, man, keep that shoulder tucked, fella, man, drive it the other way"?
Yeah, we made him talk a lot about it, but it's I don't know how much coaching I do nowadays. They you know how it is. The kids don't really like listening to dad.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really like listening to Randy Carlisle either, did we? We didn't really. Somebody brought up, I was at some Ducks thing. Shout out to Loomis. I went in for the Fan Fest or whatever, and forgetting what I was talking to, Randy Carlisle's name came up, and he was asking how he was with us young kids. I'm like, well, he was hard on me, pens and pairs, but Getsy didn't really seem to let it rattle him too much. Getsy kind of just did his thing, and didn't let Randy kind of get to him too much.
That's because I gave it back to him, and he loved that.
Yeah.
Randy was a confrontational coach. He loved the confrontation, but One of us learned a few more lessons than the other one.
Yeah, I'll never forget Randy would ride with this like little fucking gitch on, and he had the towel, and he's just in there fucking grinding,
Just spitting on it. Hey?
Never-
Just spitting on it.
spitting
all
on the
time.
towel. I'm like, look at this guy. This is just gross here.
I have a touch. I have a touch. Our dressing rooms are you gross enough? Yeah.
Oh, Getsy.
You were like, I thought you were trying to get us on the bike. This is steering me off of the bike.
Yeah, exactly. Getsy, by the way, you should see the new dressing room, buddy. There's a huge picture of you, the captain. It's sick. Surprisingly, they put it by the gym. Now, you didn't spend much of your time as a Duck down there. I thought they should have put it on the trainer's table. But hey, you should see this dressing room. You should see this dressing room and everything now. Like, they've really gone. It really looks nice, Gets.
Yeah, I saw the renderings and everything for it, and they told me they put that picture up by the gym, and I said, well, that's good because I've never been there before, so that's proof that it's there.
That was my favorite thing about Getsy. He was not a big, hey, have a good workout in kind of guy.
He's a big coffee guy.
Yeah, when we did our Getsy, I laughed. I went on Sean Skay, and he does a little podcast for his, work stuff in Minnesota now. We talked about the summer camps where they gave us 2 white vans and let the boys drive it, and we'd leave one van down there. Like, let's just say that wouldn't fly anymore. But remember those summer camps where like, hey boys, here's your vans, go have a good time. We didn't even skate, Gets.
No skating. We barely worked out. There was 2 days of the week. One day we had massages, and one day we had Pilates or something, I think.
Beach volleyball,
Ball sleep on the floor.
Yeah, he took us into that Equinox Sports Club over here in Irvine for like a stretching or a yoga class, and the boys were in there farting and sweating, and they're just like, what's going on here?
That's how you make champions fun.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we ran into Chris Kunitz. Cooney came to our alumni game in Aspen that we put on for Sheldon Wolitzki puts on. Getsy, he was buzzing. He had shoulder pads on. And listen, every time he came over the boards, I did not even risk going out there. I'm like, Kunitz is coming for me. I'm not going out against this guy. He was flying. You should have seen him.
Shoulder pads and everything. Hey, that's Cooney for you.
No, he did. But listen, Getsy, he was laying down in front of pucks. He took a puck off the forehead. He cut either his nose, bridge of his nose, or his forehead, and he looks. I'm just like, buddy, what do you expect? You're still you're playing right now like you were back in the day. You're going through everybody. Like, of course, your fucking face is going to be all messed up.
I didn't give him the opportunity, Getsy, to get me. I'm like, if Kunitz goes on, yeah. I knew he'd be coming for my fat ass.
We didn't need a O'Brien pizza up the middle with Kunitz bearing down on him.
No one needs to see that. You've seen that too many times, eh, Gets? I was talking to Cooney about, I've seen some clips, obviously, since 4 cups and a gold medal and this, but the way he used to forecheck, I'm like, Cooney, you'd be suspended. You'd get a penalty every. Like, remember how hard he would forecheck Getsy United? Like, he was just kill guys.
Yeah. Oh, and that was his whole existence belonged to that. He would do that every single shift in and out and then he had Solani and McDonald to put the puck in the net, and then he went on to play with some other slubs like Crosby or something.
Yeah. Way to ride his coattails,
Yeah.
Chucky.
Some guys get it all.
Yeah, some guys get it all.
All the opportunities, just forechecking. Jeez, just
Other
when I
guys
thought
get
that was the
traded
answer.
7 times and put on waivers twice and bought out and fuck.
You know what? Hey, but you guys were just one opportunity away from being in the same boat.
I know about's here, right? If I never get traded at the deadline and I win that cup with the Ducks, I could have rolled that Stanley Cup
knows?
winner for
Forever.
another fucking. Hey, I want a cup. You got to sign me. I want a cup.
Possibility you've been in the Hall
You
of
could have
Fame,
been-
maybe.
Hey, you could have been Pat Maroon, bud.
Yeah, fucking kind of same foot speed, a little bit. Hey,
Same foot speed, a little tougher probably.
yeah, your name came up the other day. Getsy, someone was asking about you, and then I was like telling him about how when I used to play against you, you and pairs, how like you would chirp me on the bench like it's not even an NHL game. You're like, hey, O'Brien, when are you going to turn over, bud? Stay off your back. Yeah, I'm like, I'm fucking trying to play out here, man. Like, I'm trying to stay down. You 2 fuckers are just out there toe dragging around. I'm like, give me a break here.
You had to work for him, buddy.
Yeah, you got to be good to be picked on by Getsy,
I know.
right?
I'll never forget the year we played in playoffs. Fucking Randy's playing him 30 fucking minutes a night, and I'm not getting the shift. If Getzlav's line comes on, my shift disappears. So finally, game 4, I'm like, Randy, you can't even breathe. Fucking play somebody else. There's no Winchestertonville out there or somebody. Like,
And then had the nerve to be mad at us because we were conserving energy.
do you remember in all seriousness how much he played you guys in that playoff series? Like, you guys averaged
Oh yeah.
like close to 30.
Yeah. No, it was at that time we were playing. I mean, we're playing penalty kill, power play, and 5-on-5, and he just kept rolling it. We were just going. That was earlier in our prime, though, buddy. 5 years after that, I probably would have died. I'd just pass out, call it a day.
Fuck, I took a lot of minors in that series. Whenever I got out there, I took the minor. Barry had to call me like after game 5. He's like, "Oh, you got to stop taking swing." I always stop. I'm like, I'm not trying.
That might have been. Hey, that might have had a little bit more to do with your playing time than us being on the ice, just for the record.
No, it's probably a bit of both, but I try to tell, I'm like, hey, give me a chance against Getzlaf and pairs. I know these guys since they're fucking 18. I know some tendencies here. I might be able to get Getzlaf to take a dumb one here on me or something, you know? I might be able to get him to take a dumb one on me. Getzlaf, my man, it's always great to see you. Before we dive into some Hockey Canada stuff, which you are a legend, my man, when it comes to Hockey Canada, we touched on it before. These boys are on the pro tour now. Upshall played.
Yeah. No, I got to play in the first event. It was in Orlando. I brought the kids out there. We did Disney World. We did the whole thing. Well, I had, shout out to Matt Young, a buddy of ours who helped support Sheldon's event in Aspen. He had a plane leaving that had to land in Aspen before daylight, before sundown. It was going. And I was kind of like, fuck, this tournament is pretty special. This tour is amazing. And I wanted to get invited back. So you got to finish top 40. So Richie had a good second day. He's right in the hunt. I got in as a top 40 guy, but I was like asking favors to play early so I can get on this plane. Long story short, I get to 16, 17, and now I'm like crunched for time. And I just go, fuck it. I call over one of the scorekeepers. I'm like, can I get a ride to the clubhouse? He's like, what? I'm like, I'm just going to take double bogey on the last 2 holes here. I got to bounce. I got a plane to catch. He's like, oh yeah, sure. So anyway, get to the bird. Look at the standings, fucking finish right above Tom Glavine, 39th. So I'm into the next round, and which happens to be during the Olympics. So, the hockey guys, we could use you, Getzey. But anyway, back to this tour. Richie, you can jump on it too. This event is, the one I played in Orlando was top notch. It's finally nice for these athletes to have a little competitive juice flowing on a tour. A little prize money too, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, I played in 2 now, and the setup is like you're back in the NHL. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal what they've done. The locker room feel, the open bar is nice touch too. Up Blaiser.
Cigars lying around. I'm like, I'll have one of those
cigars.
Razzo, they might switch that after you guys in Orlando. You might have to get some drink tickets, for Richardson and Upshaw, drink tickets, boys.
No, but Getzey, I mean, listen, JR's done a great job with the hockey guys. John Schmaltz and the baseball guys, he's the commissioner. He's doing a hell of a job, but we got to compete with these baseball guys. I think we got the basketball guys, we got the NFL guys, but these baseball the pitchers, man, players. They're players.
Oh,
so we need you back in there.
Tough to get after. I might skip the Olympics. You have to make it this
If I didn't skip the Aspen event for this one, we can't skip
this tour. Hey, right after the Olympics, I'll be back in, buddy. I would love to come join you.
So, Getzey, you played in one. I know.
Hey, let's push the bird back, though. Hey,
right?
Yeah, I know. Push the bird.
Push the bird back.
Yeah, you could have landed an eagle or something. Then took a car.
Yeah, well,
the fact that you left with 2 holes left is fucking legendary.
It's a bold move.
When he told me that in Aspen, Getzey, I almost fell off whatever I was sitting on, probably a bar stool. I was like, "You left with 2 holes left." He's like, "Yeah, fuck." He's like, "I had to get on that bird. Hopes it was leaving without me."
Private planes don't usually leave without the captain, but
yeah, no, off-ice captain. But no, Getzey, listen, there's 6 events this year. They're really starting to 6. So, but they're all on the East Coast. Well, maybe more closer to you in Nashville, but as Richie knows, once you get in, you want to help build that momentum for the tour. And the hockey guys are a big part of that. So I know you're welcome back. Obviously, you're one of the best fucking hockey golfers we got. So
yeah, I wanted to ask you, I know you only played in one, but these two, you guys are all sticks. You all have taken lots of my money over the years. But when you go and play in these tournaments and see other guys around that are ex-players and how good their game is, do you really get appreciation for, my game's good, but some of these guys are shooting 4 or 5 under from what the boys are telling me.
Yeah, it was wild. Even the biggest thing that when we went, I played in the team event one, and it was like when you're playing a team event and you got a partner and you're playing against 2 other guys, and some of these guys, the way they roll pucks in was out of this world. Like they were making 15, 20 footers like it was their job. And I'm like, guys, we don't do this for a living, eh? Like, let's maybe just pump the brakes, give us a chance here. But it's such a fun environment. We had a blast playing in it. And, It's only growing and stuff now. So I'm pumped to get back in as soon as I get back.
You want me to come in and read the greens for you? I'll come in and read the greens for you. You just let me know, buddy.
I can use the caddy, buddy. That would be awesome.
I love the caddy for you. Do I got to carry the bag or can I put in the
What a combo we'd be.
Can I put the clubs on the cart and drive the cart, or I got to carry the actual club?
Absolutely. Hey, absolutely.
I'll make sure your drink's full and I could be a good little looper, I think, but I could be a good little looper, but Getsy, my man, like I said, thanks for taking the time here. I want to touch you first. World Juniors, buddy. The pesky Czechs did it to us again. Listen, you were on arguably the best World Junior team ever. What are your thoughts? I know a lot goes into it. I know we had 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are in the NHL that could have played, but from a guy who won it, and I know it means a lot to you, what are your thoughts on this year and kind of how we're not maybe as dominant as we once were, Gets?
Yeah, well, I think you got to look at it both ways. Like you mentioned, there's 4 or 5 other guys that are in the NHL that, our year, of course, was a lockout year, so there was no NHL, so we had everybody. But it was also, when you have these younger kids that are ending up in the NHL at 18, 19, you're missing a lot of the guys that you would have had in the past when we were very dominant. I think that, that kind of plays into it. I think that the overall game, the selection process is changed, and the other countries have come a long way. Even when you go to play in the World Championships and in the men's events, the teams have come so much further than they were before. And I watched the tournament this year. Canada had a lot of scoring power, man. They were trying to outscore teams every night, and I think they ran into a little bit of trouble when they couldn't defend that well around their net, and it ended up costing them.
Getsy, do you think it has a little bit, listen, the game's changed. As much as I come on Missin Curfew and complain about, I wish it was more physical. It is what it is. Every sport, football, hockey, It's changed. Do you think that, listen, the skill, like you said, all these countries are caught up, and maybe we don't have that edge of physicality and maybe a little bit of intimidation that we used to have back in the day?
For sure. It plays into it. I think that, Canada's been adapting and the kids have been adapting as they've went along, playing that skilled game. And our identity, I think, has gone a little bit to an extent. And that's something I'd still like to see us get back to, more of an identity of a pressure forechecking team that is hard to play against. You don't have to run people out of the building to be hard to play against. And I think that, the more and more we get away from that, you give everybody else a chance to catch up more.
Richie, sorry, just let me tag that just quick. Is like the single game elimination experiences that these young kids have, and it's really hard. But is it building a team that can handle, like, being a good first period team and trying to help run them out of the building and then scoring on the power play type? It's like those moments are tricky to think, like, when the competition's so tight now, like you say, with these countries, these one game experiences, you just hope that they put forth like an effort that sitting back, you go, wow, these kids went through the wall for their country and for a chance to make it to the gold medal game. That to me was what I seen in Canada players when I was a young kid growing up and watching it. And then as I went through it, Getsy, with you, like, you just knew if we were going to get beat, it wasn't because we were, we half-assed the whole experience. We fucking gave it every time we put the jersey on. We bled for our country. And that's sort of the thing that these teams, they're so highly skilled now. It's the one thing I take out of it, where I go, those guys are going to look back on this and just wish they went a little harder, like, to fucking hit guys and to try to be a bigger team. It's the one thing I see, Getsy, that was different back in the day. It's changed. It's been a big change 5 years ago.
Yeah, and it is different. The mentality is different. The way these kids grow up is different.
Yeah.
Much more of a skilled coach based development coming through, and not as much of that team concept of just what it takes to win when you have to buy in and do different things. And the fact that you question even whether someone would block a shot on Team Canada was never really a question when we were coming up. Those are the types of things that I see differences and things I'd like to see us get back to. Is when you put that jersey on, it's just never a question on, we're going to do everything that we can, whether it's skilled guy blocking shots or hitting or whatever that he doesn't normally do. You kind of go outside your comfort zone when you put that jersey on.
Yeah. And we were all kind of going around the same thing here, but like, how do you change that though? These kids, I know it's a different mindset, but our identity as Canadians is hard work first and then the skill. Like, how do you get back and if we want to go back to the top again, how do you get these kids to kind of clue into that we need to kind of change our ways a little bit? Too much skill is sometimes a bad thing in a way.
Yeah.
How do you change that?
I mean, I don't know. I have a little bit different belief in the hockey system coming up. Everything is going to these academies and these travel teams, and it's not just in hockey; it's in all sports. I see it with my kids, and I have a little different belief in the fact that I don't think kids have enough team concept as far as building throughout a season, playing a regular season. I look at it back to like Little League and baseball. Like when you go play Little League, you play all season with the same guys and you try and win a championship in Little League. When you, when you're on a travel team, you get up for the weekend, you try and win that weekend, and then it's over. And I just don't think you build that passion together and that grind together. Like when you go through an NHL season, when you go through that group with that group all year and you go through a playoff run, it's a long process that you get hardened almost by it. And then when you get into those big games, you don't freeze, you don't do different things. You just know that the work is there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well said. Getz, let's move on to the Olympics now, buddy. Obviously, the Four Nations was a huge success last year. The game was absolutely buzzing. After that Canada-US game, and then the gold medal game in Boston was unbelievable. I want to go back a little bit. In the offseason, you guys took all three teams in there, right? The girls, the women's, and the Paralympic team. Like, what was that to get all three of the teams and the athletes in Calgary? And just what coming a guy who's been around everything. You've won cups, you've won gold medals. Like, I thought that was a unique thing for Canada to do. How did you like it as a guy who's been around a long time?
It was awesome. I thought it was everything that we wanted it to be. I think when we set it up and they were thinking about it, the fact that you couldn't skate, we went back and forth many times on, what are we going to do? How is it going to work? How are we going to get something out of it? And I think when you go through the Olympics, you're part of such a big group of Olympians. You're not just part of a hockey team, and that helps start that process. I think when you see those other teams and how much work they're putting in, and the women's team and the para team, and you're just able to get that buzz going on the fact that it's more than just you and it's more than just your team. And then that continues on when it comes to the Olympic experience.
Getsy, just to go back on Obes' question about the summer thing. I remember back, I don't know what year it was, Olympics. You were probably there, but you guys did like a ball hockey walkthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys pull that off this year or no?
We talked about it. We were talking, I sat with Coop for a while talking about what things that we could have done.
What year was that?
That was
Was that 10?
No, 16 team. 14 before we went to Russia.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. And it was I think it was funny. We joked about it, but it was like the whole thing was funny because Doug Armstrong always says hockey players only have to do two things: to play and bitch. So it was and he's off far off. It was and it was one of those things we talked about where like they asked like, what did you guys get out of that? And I said, if nothing else, we all bitched about it together, and it was like it was a big joke. But it's true in some aspects. If you have one common thing you're all complaining about or all joking about, it's it brings you together as a group, and you just enjoy it. So it was funny.
I couldn't agree more. A lot of the best times in the NHL is when all the boys are complaining about something that we probably had not much to complain about, but like, look at this horse shit, right? You're like, but all the boys are in together gets you. You're like, can you believe this schedule or whatever it is, or this hotel or whatever this meal, like, but you stick together.
Oh, every time. You spend most of your day complaining. When you stay and you look back and you think about all the things you complained about, and then now we're sitting here, you're like, oh, it wasn't too bad back then.
No. I was mainly complaining about ice time and having to weigh in every day. That was my time.
There's buses. Yeah. Why we bus?
Let's push that bus back a bit. Hey, what's this 9:15? Let's push that baby.
Why is the bus leaving at 11? Can we push this back?
Yeah, let's push it back, boys. Hey, we get a little brunch. I was talking to a coach. I'll leave him nameless, but I asked him what time his practice was going to be, and he's like, "Yeah, we're on the ice at noon." I'm like, fuck, that's my kind of schedule there. Noon practice, Getsy? I would have been buzzing, fella.
No, your hangover would have set in by then.
That's right.
I would have went for this when you get up and you're out there at 10, you're still kind of half cut.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I'm already back in the fart sack by 12:15. Had some room service, eh?
Getsy, sorry, Richie. Again, sorry, buddy. This time of year, like come through the holidays, you got World Juniors, you got coming up, all the buzz, picking this team, the war room, all the things and the hours you guys have put in watching hockey lately for you. What was that experience like? Some of the choices, obviously, that were hard. I guess just, the team you guys have put together with Dubas, yourself, Rick Nash, Army, like, what was that experience like coming down the stretch until you guys finally announced, your team, you're bringing them along?
It's been great. I mean, those guys, we had such a great group of GMs that were all working so much. And it was the biggest eye-opening experience for me on how much work those guys put in. Their travel schedule, the way they watch guys, they don't leave anything to chance. And it was very impressive to watch them operate and be part of it. And I learned a lot, contributed everywhere I could. And the fact that that team has been built, I have 100% confidence in the fact that it was built properly and built the way we wanted it in the end.
Getsy, I heard McDavid's comments after the team was picked, and he's like, this team could have been picked many different ways and gone, every different angle and this and that. Like, is that maybe the hardest part with you guys picking the team? Is you have so many options and there's so many good Canadian players that maybe you just got to stick to your game plan and be like, this is the way we're going, and this is what we think is best for this hockey club in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we took. Fortunately enough, we had that Four Nations tournament to kind of look at and gauge things and evaluate. And again, I give all the credit to Doug and the team. They, those guys, they dissect everything. We went through all the different options. They go through where we were missing things. We won the Four Nations. You could have easily just said, "Oh well, let's just take this team again." They won, but we had to go through and dissect. How we won. Is it going to be similar? Is it going to be the same players on the other teams? Is it going to be the same type of hockey? All that kind of stuff. And where were we deficient at? And Cooper played into that a little bit on some deficiencies he saw. And so overall, it was great. Went through the whole roster, dissected everything, and made adjustments where we thought were good.
The only mistake I thought you made in Montreal is not having us come down before the game and get the boys going. Other than that, I was waiting for the call. I was ready. I was come down get the boys going.
We were at dinner drinking wine, so we would have been late. So
yeah, we actually thought about bringing you, and then Gretz showed up, so it was kind of
Made the right call. You made the right call there. Getsy, when it comes to picking this team, and we talked about your resume when we brought you on, and to me, if I had any kind of say in it, to me, resume would be more important than form, right? Like some people, I don't want to get on the guys that aren't on the team, but some people may be saying Sam Bennett's not having a great year, but you look at his resume, like when you guys are in the war room and you're going through this, is resume more important than form, or is it, if this guy's playing great right now, although he hasn't been there, we got to give him a shot because of the way he played? Or do some guys lean, hey, this guy's got cups and won the Four Nations? Like, how does that work out, so to speak, in those meetings?
Well, that's the nice thing when you have, I mean, we had 5 GMs that are, arguably some of the best in the league, and have some of the best rosters in the league. So you go through the different things, and a lot of it has to do with team makeup in the end. Like, are we deficient here? Are we strong here? And, when you come down to making those certain decisions, you and I both know that, if a player is, as good as they are, then some of that other stuff goes by the wayside. If, maybe a guy is, not quite there, but his locker room presence and his past history has shown us that he can perform at that level, or he can, keep the group calm at that level, then those things weigh in. So, you're never gonna outweigh things based on, how he's playing right now. But I think it all goes into the equation, and you have to kind of weigh those things out. And that's the hard part about being a GM, is that you have to take those things all into consideration and make your decision based on that, and then go with it. I mean, there's certain things that come into play too when you're talking about a roster makeup. If you have too much of one thing, maybe somebody gets bumped out just based on the fact that they're the odd man out. And in Canada, we have that luxury of having too many good players, and it's a tough decision. And sometimes you get bumped out, and sometimes you get in for that reason.
That's why we got bumped out.
Yeah.
Too many good players. We were fucking right there that one. 2010, we were knocking on the door.
Getsy, just one last thing on that, on picking the team is you were at the World Championships this spring. Was there anyone there that played themselves onto the team for showing up there, being a leader in the room, showing that they could play a certain role? I might have someone in mind that I think was there, but was that experience, did that show someone, in the brass that this guy really wants it? He showed up here and he really wanted it. Was anyone come to mind?
Well, I think there's, I got to be careful on divulging too much of this stuff, but I think that, when you're talking about from a Canadian perspective, there's always the Hockey Canada perspective versus, the GM that's in charge. I think that those try to mesh together, and Scott Salmon does a really good job at allowing the GM to pick the team that he wants to play.
Yeah.
And tries not to be too much involved in that stuff, but it does play into it. I mean, you're talking about, if you have a player, I'll give Bo Horvat, for example, who he hasn't really been able to play in a Stanley Cup final and show that, maybe that big game experience isn't really there as much, but he does when he goes over to a chance to play at a World Championship where you get to play against the best in the world and you get to show that you can play at that caliber and eliminate some of the questions that people might have. And it's an opportunity for you. And that's what I always think, those World Championships. And whenever somebody calls you to play for your country, it's an opportunity for you to showcase and also be part of something that's bigger than, your club team or whatever else you're doing that day. So it's, Bo Horvat was one name that you could probably say that he played himself onto the roster, not only with his play at the start of the year, but showing up, and was one of our best players till he got hurt at the World Championships last year.
As far as, kind of a kid that came out of nowhere. I mean, not nowhere. He's the first overall pick in the NHL, but how hard was it to leave like Matthew Schaefer off this team? And no one thought he'd probably be in the mix at all, but I mean, it was super impressive what he's done so far. So, I mean, just touch on him maybe if you can.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, when you see a kid doing what he did, and the amount of conversations we had to have on whether to have him or not at 18 years old was incredible. So, I mean, it's all the power to him and what he's been able to do at the start of the year. Ultimately, it's, those are the hard decisions that it comes down to it. An 18-year-old versus an experienced guy, maybe. And again, that sometimes that goes into the makeup of your team. And if you have a very veteran group back there, then maybe you can afford to have a younger kid come in and play. It's no different than your NHL club when you have veterans around him. But overall, I think that the experience, we went with a little bit more of an experienced group that had been together a little bit and proved themselves that they could play at that level. And Schaefer's got such a great future. And there's still time between now and the Olympics, so you never know.
Yeah, stick with your back end there. A guy that we all love here, Drew Doughty. You've won Olympic golds with them. You talk about a guy that can elevate his game, right? Like I watched him play last night against the Wild. He looked good out there. Is he the same Drew Doughty that he was in 2010 and 14? No, but this is a guy that I think, in my opinion, once you get him over there, he gets that maple leaf on his jersey, he'll elevate his game. But how important was it just to have a veteran guy? You got Sid up front that's played in it, and now you got Dewey on the back end. That had to be important to you guys at Hockey Canada, I guess?
Yeah, Dewey's one of those guys that, you call him a gamer or whatever else you want to call him. He always seems to be able to elevate his game to the level that he needs to. And, talk about a guy that's been around for a long time, won at every level, and brings a lot of experience and excitement to your locker room. He's not an old Grizzly veteran that sits around and doesn't do anything. He brings life to the room and keeps those other guys, calm, I think, in those moments that they haven't been in before.
Yeah, I got to ask you about a guy that, I wanted on the Four Nations team. Tom Wilson, played his way on the team. I believe he's got 19 or 20 goals. He's a little dinged up right now. But to have him on your team, I know it's going to be different, Getsy. We're probably not going to see the 3 fights. I get all that. But just have a guy like Tom Wilson. Listen, you played the game the right way. When it come to having to fight at times, you would do it. But not that it's about fighting, Getsy, but just how nice is it? And how much credit to him that he's played his way on to be an Olympian for Team Canada?
Well, it's great. I mean, like you said, there's not going to be the fighting and stuff that we had in the past, but it's we still plan on it being a men's game. And I think that when you talk about a guy like Tom, that he just plays hard and he plays the right way all the time. And we talked about having a little bit of that grit in our game and being able to play in the hard areas. And he's the epitome of that. And he can put the puck in the net when he plays with skilled guys and stuff around him too. So I'm looking forward to having him on the roster this year.
Yeah, Getsy, just to go a little lighter here on you, but little two-parter for you. What's the word on the rink? How's it coming? And what's the setup for you guys? You guys stay at Olympic Village, or you guys get hotels? You know, it's a little different from NHL guys going to a little bunkhouse from the Four Seasons.
It's part of the great experience going to the little bunkhouse. But our players are going to have a choice whether they want to go in the village or in a hotel room. But it's I think it's coming. I mean, the rink will be ready. There's billions and billions of dollars worth of reasons why it's going to be ready. So I think they'll have it ready to rock. We got contingency plans in case things aren't ready, as far as practice rinks and stuff like that. But Hockey Canada has done just a phenomenal job. Their staff is second to none. They've been over there 4 or 5 different times, and I think Scotty Salmon's over there either right now or he's leaving next week. So they do a really good job at getting all that other stuff out of the way. Scotty, you know that you played from. They get all the excuses, all the other stuff out of the way, so that when our players arrive, they'll be ready to rock.
Spengler Cup AFs. Always didn't get her done this year. Upside. When are they gonna bring you over? They didn't get it done, man. They lost to fucking Davos or
they need you.
They got to bring you in to coach that team, I think, fella.
That gets you. That's the only thing I got in you, bud. I got a Spengler.
I'm gonna go next year.
Yeah, you should. Hey,
get to the management staff.
Yeah, Getsy will get that before he's done if he wants it.
Getsy, so listen, I got a question just for you to throw it at you, but it'll be your third Olympics. You're not a player. What are you looking forward to the most when you get over there? Not having to strap into play. You're obviously a big part of the team. But is there anything that you're going to be able to do and enjoy that maybe you haven't been, when you went through your other two as a player? What are you looking forward to the most to getting back there?
I think that, honestly, I'll be able to just enjoy it more with my family. My kids are coming and stuff. They haven't got to experience the Olympics. In 14, nobody came because it was Russia and there's a lot of questions around what was going on. But, and I won't have to do all the, the pregame naps, the pregame meals. I'll be just kind of hanging when the guys are doing all that stuff, resting. I'll be allowed to be around my family and just take in the whole Olympics. And I think that part will be the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
A lot more red wine and cigars maybe too over there, eh?
Is there an event that you wish you had seen, or maybe that you want to go back and see, like figure skating, or I don't know,
the luge?
Yeah, the luge. Is there anything that
the luge?
Fucking skeleton, hey, fucking give her.
I'd like to see those. I'd like to see those Russians spin those triple axles.
They're not in it, bud.
Oh yeah, they're not in it.
They're not in it.
Just follow
well, I mean, one of the girls that gets up and does a quadruple. The figure skating is a pretty elegant thing to see, top notch, when it's all on the line.
I just look forward to. I look forward to a cold beer and watching the boys roll the rock on the curling rink.
Hurry hard, hurry! No, lay off that.
That's a good Sasky answer right there. Yeah,
absolutely.
Getsy, I want to ask you just, buddy, he mentioned on it, I think that's the 2010 behind you there with the gold medal. That's nice there, 51. I like that. But I was saying before the Four Nations last year, the best hockey game I ever saw, buddy, was 2010. You boys playing Russia, me and the big guy up in the old Best Buy suite getting pinned. But, now that you're going back to one, do you look back on 2010 or whatever it was and just realize how special those moments were? Is there something you have just been thinking about through this process that you got to experience it at the highest level?
Yeah, it was, it's just winning again, being in that winning atmosphere. And obviously the end of my career was a little bit rough. We didn't have a lot of great seasons the last 5 years or 4 years. And, going through that Four Nations team, it's a lot more nerve wracking, trust me, when you're sitting up there with no control of anything. I tried to climb over the glass when the fight started. I was so excited. It was, but it's, it's a different experience when you're up in the press box watching, but I just look forward to being around winners again and going through that whole experience.
You and Mark Messier both. We saw Moose after the game. I thought he was going to fight me at the club. He's like, well, fuck it. Oh, yeah, that's why you don't go under ban. I'm like, Moose, I get it, fella. I get it. I was fired up, too.
Yeah, he knows.
I just remember the Hockey Canada House. Getzlaf left me a pass there in Vancouver, or maybe I kind of slid in the side door or whatever. Danny Heatley crushing beers in that Hockey Canada House. He must have had a fucking dozen. He must have had a dozen. Everyone else had one beer, and the heater's like, fuck.
Oh. That guy had a wooden leg, man.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Updog, it's safe to say if you were an Olympian, you'd probably poke your head in the Olympic Village, eh? There,
Yeah.
you'd probably go in and see what's going on
What
over there.
activities are going on over here?
See what's going on with the Netherlands girls figure skate. Yeah,
I spent a little time in Milan. It's a fucking great city. So you kind of tick all those boxes. And
don't let Paige get that Amex going, though. A lot of shopping there. Eh? You might have to keep an eye on her, fella.
Yeah, we'll max that thing out before we go.
lay off the pasta over there, bud. You find yourself a nice chicken parm over there.
Good for you there. You don't even get fat.
Well, I know, but you eat a lot of it. They're everywhere. Turn your head. There's a pastry over here. There's a coffee over here. And there's pasta over here.
Yeah, mozzarella, tomato, gets you at every lunch with a little olive oil on there, buddy. Balsamic.
My mouth is watering right now.
Yeah. Getsy, man, thank you, buddy.
Cooking show.
Getsy, you're the man, buddy. Hey, listen, we miss you around here, buddy. All the best over there. Go get yourself another gold medal. And thanks for taking the time for Missin Curfew. You're always good to the boys.
Absolutely, boys. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Updog, Richie, fella. Thanks to our boy Getsy. It's always great seeing Gets. Miss him around here.
Yeah.
Just putting drinks on his tab at Big Canyon, too. And I always slide a few on there, eh? Like, hey,
back
Miguel,
room there.
put that on Getzlaf so you won't even know.
I know. He was there. It was a big part of the culture here, the hockey culture, the golf culture for us. I was just, Mr. Anaheim Duck, who, hopefully gets his jersey retired here shortly. It would be well-deserved when it does. I'm glad you brought up that there's a nice photo of him down by the Lexus Lounge there. That's cool. Always nice to see this. And what actually makes me happy about Getsy is, he went through a little phase here, leaving the game, and not being part of the Ducks. I know he wanted to be, but what I see him now, he's chasing his third gold medal with Team Canada on the other end of things. I know Army well, and I know he probably looks at Getsy as a guy that's been there and leans on him for a lot of those questions. So I'm pumped that he's going over there to win again, boys, and to be part of that team. I know the guys look up to him. I know we all do, and it's always good to chat with old Getsy, baby.
Yeah, and we talked about guys that raise their game in big situations. Did he ever do that when he had Team Canada jersey on? How good did he play? Like the 2010, he played unbelievable. The World Juniors, this guy always elevated when he had that red and white jersey on. So I'm sure he's doing the same in the GM's room.
Yeah, I always joked with him. He only back-checked when he played for Team Canada in the Olympics. And it's the only time
the only time was when you don't get paid.
No, but you talk about, we talked about it on, earlier in the week on the World Juniors about having that pride to put that jersey on. What you're saying, Rich, is, and we know this personally because we know Gets, like how much pride he took into putting them on. And he went to the World Championships. He talked about the World Championships. I always bag on the World Championships, like, fuck. But there's a guy saying, hey, how important is it to go over there? Anytime you can represent your country, it's an honor. Maybe that's why I never fucking got to do it.
Spangler jersey on.
Not that I ever got the call, but if I would have got the World Championship call about 10 days in my year in Bender, I would have been a no. Sorry, boys. Should have called me 10 days earlier. I can't make her. You don't want me.
I'm right in the middle of this thing here.
And I ain't getting out.
Fuck,
There's no getting out of this
boys,
thing I'm in here.
I'm at the SLS in Beverly Hills here. I don't think I can be in Calgary by.
That's funny. Tough decision, but the right one is to go.
Well, I never got.
You would have went. Yeah, I know. You'd have loved to.
Yeah?
Yeah, you would have went. You would have had to, really look yourself in the mirror and say,
it didn't take me long to get out of shape after the season. It was about a weekend.
But they usually, they don't, they call you and let you know, like, you're going, like, especially if you're on one of the shitty teams. So you would have, like, you would have called with your agent. You would have said, fuck Loops and Updog, like, fucking, I can't go out to Coachella. I got the offer.
In the prime of my career, I don't know if I had much of a prime, but I would like to say I was making the playoffs when if I did have a chance.
That's good on you, that.
And then at the end, when I wasn't making the playoffs, there's I don't think I was ever on their radar, to be honest with you. But would have been fun to get over there, Rich, and kind of do a little chicken dance, go there in Europe, eh?
Oh yeah.
Thanks to Getsy, Richie. Thanks, buddy. Updog, Team Canada, go get that gold medal. Thank you to Hall Pass Media, Maxi Ice Pick Pickup, Kyle, Casey, Conway. That was Missin Curfew, fellas.